Hey kids, I want to welcome you to Mad Science. This is not exactly the best way to do it, but under the circumstances, it's going to work. So we're here in the sanctuary with an empty room, and Mad Science has come in, and they're going to do some really cool experiments with you. Myself, Showers, Dingo, and then my wife and daughter are also going to be joining us because he needs some guinea pigs for some science experiments. Our chat is live, and we'll be bouncing between all of us, so you guys can kind of chat with the moderator, and it may say Dingo's name, but it's not really him. It might be me, or it might be Showers, or it might be somebody else. But please join in. Now, one thing we need you to do before we get started is I want you to get an empty 2-liter bottle. It could be a water bottle, too, but bigger the better. You also need a balloon. You also need baking soda and vinegar. And that's for an experiment that you're going to get to do at home later at the same time as us, okay? So let's dive right into this. Let's get started. Today, our host is Dr. Johnny G-Force.
Awesome. You got it right. Ladies and gentlemen,
right here.
What's
you guys
up?
Welcome him. You can clap for him. They're clapping for you right now.
Oh, wow. Y'all are just so silent. Hi there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Dr. Johnny G-Force. And yes, I am an angry scientist. Well, not really. Everybody thinks mad science is angry. Like, what are you so frustrated about? That's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is doing science in sort of a fun way. That means I'm going to have some volunteers. As Dr. Johnny G-Force, there's only one of me, so I can't duplicate myself. If I did, I'd be a magician and not a scientist. So we have a couple of helpers that I'm going to be calling up. Since we've only got 3, plus a couple of we might have extra, we're going to need them to volunteer, or I'm going to volunteer you. No problems at all. I promise you will go home with most of your fingers. Yeah. Showers is like, yeah, 9 fingers, awesome. All right, I promise you'll go home with at least 9 of your fingers. But we have to follow, everyone say 2 rules. Even at home, same thing, 2 rules. First, stick your finger up to your nose. I didn't say up your nose, that's just disgusting. Everyone say, no talking, please. Wow, that was really silent, really loud. One more time. Awesome. You guys out in the television world, thank you so much for not talking. Well, actually, you guys can talk all you want because nobody else is here but you guys, unless you got a couple of other friends with computers sitting in the same room. 6 feet apart, remember that. So here we are going to be doing our show. When we say no touching, that's not so much for you guys at home. It's for our guests up here. So when you see them all dressed up, it's so that they can be perfectly safe and not touch any of the stuff that I have that's going to make them explode or blow up or burn up or anything like that. So, are you guys ready to start? If you are, give yourselves a big hand. Perfect. Now, I'm going to borrow a young lady. Why? Because she looks like she could deserve to overcome one of her fears. Sissy, come on down. Let's give her a hand. All right. I want you to yell out in TV land. Hi, my name is...
Hi, my name is Larkin.
Let's give Larkin a round of applause. Now, Larkin, I'm going to allow you to overcome a fear. Have you ever been a fear of spiders or something like that? Well, if I give you my spider right here, what would you... Well, you jumped a little bit. But what if I were to help you overcome the fear of fire? Would you be okay with it? Yeah. Good job. You don't play with fire at all, do you? They're looking to make sure. All right, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to allow you to play with fire. Very, very safely, though. So first thing you have to do is put your gargoyles on so you don't blow your eyes off. Yep, the gargoyles go on your face. Then we need to have your go gloves. Put your go gloves on so you don't blow your fingers off. Yes, folks, we have to be perfectly safe. To make sure nothing bad happens to her, I need to give her something to put her head on. There we go, so we can keep her head on straight. Perfect. That is just a little bit of a dressing. What is taking so long, Miss Larkin? It's hard, I know. The nervousness of it all. No, seriously, we are going to play with fire. You're going to be safe, I promise you. How many things does it take to make fire? Most people think it's a match, the matchbox, and something to burn. No, that's not what we're talking about. Larkin, one of the things that it takes to make fire, we're doing it right now. What do you think you're doing? Go. What are you breathing in? Air. What is in the air that fire uses to breathe? Oxygen. Oxygen is the first thing that we need to make fire. The second thing we need is explosive paper. And I'm not lying. This really and truly is explosive paper. It's called nitrocellulose. You've got to be real careful with this. And I'm not joking. Don't drop it. No! Stop giggling. It's scary. That is what we call, everyone say, fuel. Very good. So hold on to my fuel. Oh, you can actually drop this all you want because I said it takes 3 things to make fire. We have oxygen, we have fuel, but we need to have a heat source. And our heat source looks just like this. So I'm not going to allow you to do this. I'm going to demonstrate it by doing it like this. Now watch. This is when you do a little bit of heat mixed with a little bit of fuel, add a little bit of oxygen, and what do we have? Fire. I'm going to do the same thing in your hands, but I'm going to use explosive cotton instead. Now, she's looking at this, and she's like, Mama puts this in my ear when I have an earache. Well, this, if they did, it would blow your head off. And I'm not joking. This is what they used to use in cannons during the Revolutionary and Civil Wars. So when I say this is explosive, it really and truly is. So hold on to it like this. Put it as far away from your body as possible because that is going to make a small explosion in your hand. It's going to make an explosion about that big. So do not worry about it. You will probably not lose any of your arms, okay? The explosion is about that big, but the fireball is like that. No, actually, the light you're going to see, this is called flash cotton. To make sure, I'm going to stand right here so nothing bad happens. So everybody give Miss Larkin a round of applause. Let's give her a hand, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, ooh. You may take a bow. All right, let's give her a hand as she gets back to being herself all over again. Give me your goggles. Thank you so very much, and you can have a set. All right, put all my stuff right over here. Now, ladies and gentlemen, what you just saw was what we call a change. When I picked the paper up and I moved it from over here to over here, it was a physical change. It didn't change what it was. The second one is very, very different. The first one is changing your clothes. The second one is like turning yourself into a stick, turning yourself into a balloon or a water bottle. It is an outside change. So when we say outside change, this is an outside. But when we set our cotton on fire, it's an inside change. And most of everything that we're going to do is either inside change or an outside change. So when I say don't try this stuff at home, I honestly mean it because I don't want nobody to get injured by 99% of what I'm doing today. The experiment we're going to do at the very end, that's what I want you guys to do at home. But once again, you've got to be very, very safe. So if we're ready, we will start with our next volunteer. Let's have Miss Showers come on down. And we'll see if she can get wet.
Well, my name is Showers. Of course I
Perfect.
can get wet.
Now, here's what I'm going to do. I need you to pick another volunteer to help you out. Don't worry about it. Pick anybody you want with a microphone.
Sean.
Very good. Sean. Sean, one of you two is going to get wet. I don't know who it is.
Thank you.
Yes, this is real water. And I really am going to pour this on one of your heads. I know they're looking at me like, why do you wish to pour this on somebody's head? Because it's comfortable and it's cool. I'm going to move this slightly back here so we don't have any problems. And I wish to decorate you two as our royalty. One more. Perfect. Let's give it up for our king and queen today. Very awesome. Now, I know you guys are like, why do they look like this? Well, what I'm wanting to do is make one of them get wet. And that person is really going to have all of that liquid poured on top of their head. But to make it safe, Larkin, would this be considered safe to pour something on their heads? What do you think? Their eyes are wide open. See, we have to have them wear some gargoyles. So here is your gargoyles.
I say we let the kids vote
Here is
for
your gargoyles.
who they want the water to go on. So
Oh, yeah.
in the chat right now,
Oh, gosh.
put
I don't know if I
showers,
can get
okay?
these.
Everybody
Oh,
write
you're
showers.
gonna love this part. All righty then. Our water. Don't worry. I happen to have a couple of empty cups here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to dump the water into one of their cups.
Type in
the last
showers
person standing
in the conversation.
is going to get wet.
On.
But because we're going to do what's called a little bit of a vote here, I'm going to have you two close your eyes, turn around.
Wait, I wasn't paying attention.
Turn around, face the wall, and I want you very carefully, if you want this person to get wet, scream and holler through your television. Oh, close. If you want to see this person wet, scream and holler through your television. Now, let's try one more time. We have a tie. All right. All right. Do you want this person?
Showers.
One more
Everybody
time.
vote for showers.
This person.
Don't vote for
All right,
showers.
we have our
Everybody
volunteer,
vote for
ladies and
Sean.
gentlemen.
It is
I need
showers.
both of you
Good
two to
job.
turn around and face your friends.
Let me guess. It's a tie.
Don't worry, you guys will be perfectly awesome. As long as you do not make a mess. Put this right here. Hold on to it. Don't worry, there's nothing in it yet.
Yeah.
That's the word, yet. Hold on to that. I really am gonna dump some water in your little hat. Oops. I said don't move. Woo!
You guys
All
were
right.
supposed to vote for
I
showers.
know, I'm in a boo-boo. Don't worry, we're gonna make bigger boo-boos by the time we're done with it. Now, I don't know who the water is. Well, I do because I walked right over there. But what would happen if we switch them around so that we can mix them up where I will not know who the person who has the water on their head is? So now you gotta switch around, switch around, switch around. In other words, do a little ring around the rosies. Remember, no river dancing because you still got 2.5 cups of water on your head. This is playing Rock'em Sock'em Robots. All right, now we don't know any place where this water is.
We have no
Or
clue.
do we? Well,
We don't.
I asked you guys earlier to vote who you all wanted to get wet. And believe it or not, my buddy over here was not the one you guys voted for.
Yeah.
Give my buddy Sean a round of applause.
Good job,
I'm
kids.
gonna need your hat
All
and
right.
your gargoyles. Perfecto. Thank you so very much. Miss Showers, you are awesome.
I know,
And
right?
I'm gonna need my buddy Sean to come right over here. Stand right over here, Miss Showers.
Oh,
Stand
perfect.
right over here.
Oh, I get to dump the water on
no,
her?
well, not really. You can.
Yes.
Oh.
This is
All right.
great. I like this show.
Here goes. I have an umbrella for you in case something goes wrong, so
Perfect.
don't worry, you'll be okay.
Okay.
Now, here's the water. I'm gonna put it inside your, and yes, like I said, I really am gonna dump that on your head. But don't worry about it, our umbrella will help you out.
Whoa.
Just in case, there, you can hold, no, he gets to hold your umbrella.
Oh, you can hold
you
my
get to
own.
hold, well, do you
I
think
get to
that'll
hold
work?
it. Yeah.
Might
this,
help a little bit.
This,
What?
This-
She's looking at it like, seriously, what in the world are you doing? Uh-oh. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's pour the water on top of her head. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for our snow powder.
what?
She's like, what in the world are you doing? Let's give Miss Showers
It's snow.
or Miss Snow
It's snow on
a
her
round
head.
of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You may take a bow. See, I told you wouldn't get anything
Wow.
on you.
Oh, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Perfect.
That was awesome.
Cool.
And your head isn't going to hurt or anything. Now,
Wow.
be careful, because that is very
That
slippery.
is real snow.
Yeah.
That is real snow.
That
we
is
can have a
real
snowball
snow.
fight.
Careful.
We
All
can have a
right.
snowball fight now.
Perfect. That is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of mad science fun, and it's contained in my nice little messes there. Now, what I did was a physical change. It looks like I turned water into something else. But no, what I did was I added a plastic, we call it a polymer, which is another name for a plastic ball that soaks up water. And that soaks up about 500 times its size and weight in water. And believe it or not, it's made in Greensboro. So I'm going to show another experiment that can be slightly dangerous. And I need to borrow a mother and daughter act. Come on down. Make sure nobody gets injured over here. Watch the step, because that is very slippery. Perfect. Larkin, I know your name, but what is your lovely mama's name? Michelle. It's Mama. You don't call, hey, Michelle, good morning. No, what do you call her? Mom. So we got Mom and not Mom. All right, Larkin and Michelle. Now, if you talk about your voices, my voice sounds really deep compared to yours. I want you to go as deep as you can. Go, hello. Come on, real deep.
Hello.
All right, Michelle, really deep. Hello. All right. Yeah, their voices are not quite as deep as mine. There's a reason for it. My vocal cords are long and kind of flabby, not because I'm older, but because they're stretched out a little more like a bass guitar. So I want you to go boom, 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 boom. Let's see you do the boom, 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 booms. Very, very good. And our buddy Michelle, she is going to represent the violin, the go for it. Perfect. I like that. Now, because I dressed up daughter, let me dress up mama. Where did I put it at? Come on. Oh, there it is. Do, 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 do. Perfect. I like that. Here's what we're going to do. I am going to put an explosion in both your hands, and I'm not joking. Really is an explosion. You're going to have the violin. Here's what it looks like. This is where the explosion happens in yours. Yours is going to be the boom, 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 slightly different. In fact, yours is about 12 feet long. And I am going to, dude, that's a tall one. Which one of these two, you guys in computer land, in TV world, sitting at home going, I love this show, which one do you think's going to make the more and which one do you think's going to go This is for you to figure at home. It is called an educated guess or hypothesis. Is it going to be the longer one going to go and is the other one going to go or will none of them, but one of them may or may not be a little different? This is for you guys to make your educated guess. Are we ready to make an explosion in your hands? Now, you're going to be perfectly safe. You don't need goggles. You do need gloves. So, put your gloves on. Perfect. Put your gloves on. And I'm going to show you what we're going to do. I am going to add some rocket fuel to this. She's looking at me like, seriously? You're going to add some rocket fuel? Yes, rocket fuel is ethyl alcohol mixed with a little bit of oxygen. Just like this, perfecto. Clean up the side, whomp. Notice this will not hurt anything because it is barely flammable, but it is extremely flammable when you do this. What I'm doing, folks, is mixing oxygen with our liquid, and it becomes a very explosive gas. Does that mean you guys are going to try this at home? Do not do it because it will seriously blow your hands off. So let's find out what happens. You give that to her, and I want you to have her hold this right here. You hold the middle. You hold the middle right there. All right, ladies and gentlemen, where'd the explosion go? Hold on a sec. There it is. Let's get ready for the sound of the boom. Let's give a hand for our small one, ladies and gentlemen. Now we got to do the big boy. Are y'all ready? Now, that's going to be the fun one to spin around. It's 12 feet long. We don't want anybody to get exploded upon. So I'm going to make sure I don't aim it at y'all. Look at Larkin. She's walking up like, dude, what you going to do with me? Don't worry. I will promise you it'll be in my hands, not in yours, because I don't want nothing bad to happen to you. Do, 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 do. Point it towards you. Point it towards her. Point it towards you. Point it towards her. What I'm doing is I'm mixing up all of the fuel, our alcohol, mixing with oxygen. And when we do it, it makes a really awesome explosion. We need you to be very safe. You need to be in the middle of this one. And you need to be in the middle of this one. Do not stay over here because if it separates, we want it to go straight on down, okay? So move up just a little bit. Perfect. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard the first one. Now let's find out what the second one sounds like. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to rumble? Let's give a round of applause for our 2 volunteers of the explosive didgeridoo. Thank you so much. You guys and girls can take a bow. You guys in TV land can take a bow also. All right. Put my explosions over there. Let me have your gloves. Let me have your gloves. Thank you. Awesome. I'm going to borrow Dingo. Let's give a round of applause for the one person here not allowed to tell another adult what to do. You're going to pretend like you're a child.
Okay.
So get into your inner child. I know that's one of those really weird words today. Get your inner child. Oh, I know. You don't need to get in your hands and knees. I've had people do that. Don't.
I'm not that tall.
What I'm going to have you do, Dingo, is that your
Yes.
real name?
No.
What is your real name?
Daniel.
Daniel. Nice to meet you, Daniel.
Nice to-
No, we're going to do this fist bump.
Elbow.
Or the
There we
elbow
go.
bump. That works even better. Remember, folks, social distancing. It's not just a word, unfortunately, folks. But what I am going to do is I'm going to allow my buddy Dingo to teach me how to do something. And to do it, I need him to dress appropriately. Please put your gloves on.
Yes.
So you do not blow your hands off.
Great.
And let me have my drink here.
What next?
Where did the girls put my goggles at? There they are.
They stole them.
Perfecto. Here we are. Put your goggles on.
Thank you.
Now, your job is very simple. You're going to teach me how to blow up a balloon.
Okay.
All you got to do is teach me how to do this. Now, tell me how to do it.
Oh, you got it in your hand.
I
Put
do.
it up into your lips.
Very good. Into my lips.
No, put the, ooh, gross. put the open end
Very good.
up in between your lips.
Okay.
But don't bite it. Just lips, no teeth. No, but still hold it.
Ah!
Keeping
there we go.
the balloon
Put it
firmly
my mouth
in
and
your
hold
hands.
it.
Yeah, but don't pinch. Loosen your grip a little
Oh,
bit.
sorry about that.
Hold on loosely, but don't let go.
Wait a second. It didn't quite work.
If you hold too tightly, you're gonna lose control.
Very, very good. It's like an old song. Hold on loosely, but don't let go. Dun 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 dun.
Yeah.
But no, seriously, if you know what we're doing, there's another word for it. Everybody said making mistakes. That's what it
Making
looks
mistakes.
like. But in science, we don't call it making mistakes. We call it the scientific method. Making mistakes is part of the learning process. For example, how many of you ever reached out and touched the stove one time and got burned? How many of you reached out and said, I didn't believe that, and touch it again? You better not raise your hands or y'all have got some problems. That is
Clearly.
not a smart thing to do. But what you're gonna do is when you're learning something, you're gonna make mistakes. It's kind of like being on a bicycle and wobbling and then falling off. Eventually, you'll get back on it and learn to ride. Well, we're gonna make less and less mistakes. You need to teach me specifically how big to put this and how far in my mouth, which side, because we're gonna be learning from a man, Thomas Alva Edison. He is not the guy that invented the light bulb. Everybody thinks he's invented the light bulb. He didn't. He invented the incandescent light bulb, the light that had a glass tube in a vacuum with a little bit of nitrocellulose, that little cotton. He used one of those things to make it work inside of that little bulb. We're gonna do the same thing. Did he do it on the first shot? What do you think? No, how about the first 100 tries? How about the first 500 tries? First 1,000.
That's a lot.
He took nearly 10,000 tries to make one working light bulb. But only one light bulb make it work a certain way. That's what we're gonna do. We have to make this work a certain way. So you need to be very specific and telling me what to do. Go.
So holding it as you are,
Very good.
but not super tightly.
Very good. Very loosely.
Hold the open end and put it between your lips, but not to your teeth.
Very good.
And then pucker like you're gonna kiss somebody. Yeah, blow.
Very good. Oh, hold on a second.
And now pinch.
Hold on a second. Pinch it. Oh, good.
Pinch
job.
it once you've blown it up. Now pinch.
Very, very good. Let me squeeze it like this and allow you to hold on to it.
Okay.
Let's give everybody Dingo a round of applause. But we're not done yet. I said trial and terror.
What?
That was our trial. Now comes the terror. Mr. Needle meets Mr. Balloon. Shower's
even-
over there going, ah!
You even put a face on him.
I know. Dun, 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 dun.
Ah!
All right, did I make a mistake, ladies and gentlemen? Larkin. Yes. Can I learn from that mistake? Larkin. Very good. Is Dingo awesome? Larkin.
Cricket, cricket.
Crickets, chirp, chirp, chirp. All right, seriously, I really am going to put a needle through this balloon. But we've got to do it a little bit different than blowing up really, really big. If we blow it up really big, well, you saw what happens. It makes her a YouTube star, popular. So we're not going to do that. We're going to blow it up just a little bit. So here goes. Hold on to my needle, please.
Okay.
I know the end's wibbly for a reason. Do I blow this up really big? Very good, because it will explode. 2 puffs is all I need. Very good. Now, when I popped my little balloon earlier, I put the needle through the sides. The sides are more stretchy. What I need is the bottom going out through the top. But I'm gonna have to use a little helper, and it is called Vaseline. Vaseline makes it very simple to put a needle through my balloon. But are you guys at home gonna try this? No, because if you do not do this right, like I said, you're a YouTube star. You're extremely popular, and we don't want any of that, all right? So be very, very safe. I'm gonna show you how to do this. Needle goes in the bottom. Very awesome.
What?
All the way through. Needle finds the top right there. Goes all the way through the top. And I give it to you like this. And Dingo, I want you to look at everybody and say, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies and gentlemen.
This is a science experiment.
This is a science experiment.
Not a magic trick.
Not a magic trick.
It's not. Here's why.
Oh.
Squeeze all the air out of that balloon, and you can take that home with you, because my buddy Dingo just did the balloon experiment. Give him a round of applause.
Woo!
Perfect.
All right.
Destructive.
Can I take these off?
You can take those
Okay.
off, and you can keep the balloon.
Woo!
Don't try to blow it up again, because it's now a religious artifact. It's holy. Ba-dum-bump. I know, bad jokes. All right. We did a lot of different types of experiments, and I've had a lot of fun. But here is the but. I don't like being the only one doing some of these experiments. So I need to borrow one person who I think I can borrow Miss Showers, because we kind of trashed her up a little bit. Miss Showers, come on up, my dearest. We're going to allow you to do an experiment. Don't worry about it. You'll probably be perfectly safe.
Great.
Very good. She's looking at me like, seriously? What are you going to have me do? Don't worry about it. What I'm going to have you do is very, very simple. Have you ever had a birthday?
Yes.
You are 21 years old, right?
Yes.
Very good.
I've had 21 birthdays.
Don't tell nobody. 21 years old is all I give to everybody. Even if they're a 90-year-old person, I say 21 years.
There you go.
Because you don't want to offend anybody. No, seriously. I need you in all of your 21 years of being on this planet to do this. Very, very good. Because she's like, what? Seriously. All I'm going to have you do is blow out my candle. You know what this is called? What I say it was called? Larkin. A mistake, exactly. Very good. So we learn from our mistakes. Put this up here, Miss Larkin. I am going to light my needle that has a little torch at the top of it. And we're going to take our little candle, and I'm going to allow Miss Showers to blow it out. Give her a hand. I know you guys out there in TV land are like super impressed. Let's try it this far away.
Oh, man.
Now, she's over there going, dude's not going to make it work. There's no way. Yes, way. I actually had a 9-year-old girl do it. Not from that far away, but from over 10 feet away.
Wow.
And this is an honest to
know if
gospel
I'm that
truth.
good.
That little girl blew it out not once. She did it twice.
Wow.
And I'm like, how in the world could a little 9, 10-year-old girl do it? Turned out she played the tuba. Her lung capacity was probably 3 times what mine is. Watch. I'm going to try to blow it out from a hand's distance away. Watch. Absolutely nothing. Let's see you try it from 12 feet away. Didn't even make it pucker. Well, I want you to hold on to it just like this. I invented something that's going to make that work. And I brought it over here. It's a garbage can with a hole in it. I know you guys are like, what in the world is he talking about? Well, my garbage can with a hole in it can make my little light go out. I know. Give my hands. Give me a round of applause.
That was good.
But that's not super impressive until I do this and try to show you what's coming out of my balloon. This is actually blowing air, kind of like a balloon would if it's being let go. But can you guys out there see it? No, you're not really good at seeing air because, well, air is invisible. Unless we add some frog juice. And I happen to have a little frog juice right here. All right, Miss Shaw.
Makes you ribbit.
Very lovingly. I want you to hit it like that. Come on. Beat it. Let's give her a round of applause.
You can
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give Michelle a super awesome round of applause. Perfect. Now, here is my question. You guys saw the bottom of this. It was a circle, right? But what would the shape of our air coming out if this was star-shaped? Larkin, do you have an idea? Nope, it would still be a circle. Here's why. There is 4,000 pounds of air pressing down around us, and that's no lie. And all of that pressure will create a circle. Doesn't matter what that hole looks like. It can be a quadrilateral triangle or a dodecahedron. She's like, what? It's a whole bunch of little angulars and curves. But it would still come out a circle. There's no way it cannot come out a circle. Now, that is what we call a physical change. We did physical changes and we did chemical changes. Now, I'm going to do a fun change. Larkin, would you mind stepping up here, please? This is where we get to have some fun with a little tiny thing called a voice modulator. Let me show you what it looks like. Looks like a little box. And my little box does a few awesome things. When I push a couple of these buttons, you're going to sound like a cartoon character. Now, the cartoon character you're going to sound like is from the show WALL-E. And if anybody's ever seen WALL-E by Pixar, and I think Walt Disney at the time, he had a little friend of his named Eva. And you're going to be finding Eva. So, WALL-E find Eva is what you're going to say. Can you do that? Let's hear you say it. Fine, not WALL-E found. WALL-E find Eva. Say that. No, that's still not quite right. Hold on to this. See, I said she has to be a cartoon character. So let me push a couple of my little buttons here and do it. Now look at everybody, and in your best WALL-E voice, say, WALL-E find Eva. WALL-E real loud. Find Eva. Real loud here. WALL-E find Eva. One more time. WALL-E find Eva. Very good. Let's give WALL-E a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. You can take a bow.
You can take a bow. That's not what I wanted. I am not.
There it goes. Now, I'm going to ask you to borrow two of your best friends, but you got to do me a favor. One of them has to be wearing red, and one of them likes to be a skater and eat a lot. Dad, come on down, Mr. Dad. And the next person, doesn't matter who they are, as long as they like to be skaters. Let's get them up here, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to have our 3 volunteers.
Okay.
This is going to sound very strange, but you're going to be okay. I want to make sure everybody can hear. Make sure it's very loud. Check 1, 2, 3, and 4. I want you to say hi there.
Hi there.
Very good. Hi there.
Hello there. Hi.
Very good.
Hi there.
Very good. Now, what is your name, Larkin?
Larkin.
No, it's not. No, you have a new name. Remember, I said we're turning you guys into cartoon characters. Your name is going to be Alvin. So I want you to look at everybody and say, hi there. My name is Alvin. You got it? Go. Hi there, my name is Alvin.
Hi there, my name is Alvin.
Over here, hi there, my name is Simon.
Hi there, my name is Simon.
Hi there, my name is Theodore.
Hi there, my name is Theodore.
Get all y'all together, come on, get everybody around the microphone, and I want you to say, sing, and we are the Chipmunks!
And we are the Chipmunks.
Give them a round of applause. Perfect. You guys can have a seat, and I'm going to borrow Mama Michelle. Come on down. Now, let me explain to you what my voice modulator does. It takes the voice. As it goes in, the electronics inside of my, yeah, you can start coming up here, Michelle. What it does is it turns it inside out, spins it around, adds some robots, takes some stuff out, and it makes your voice sound very unique. As in, we have a lovely young lady here. She's super nice, not gonna hurt anybody. But I'm gonna turn her into the scourge of the Empire. We're gonna turn her into Anakin Skywalker. Oh, not the nice, sweet, I love you, butterflies and candy bars. No, we're gonna turn you into Darth, the big man Vader. I know, y'all looking at her and going, how are you gonna make her the scourge of the Empire? She's got black shoes and black pants, but she doesn't have a black cape, black goggles, and black hat, black everything, and a red lightsaber. Well, we're gonna use a little bit of electronic trickery to turn her into Darth, the big man Vader. Let's add a little bit of poof, a little bit of bass. No, we're not doing a Meghan Trainor. It's all about the bass. No, but close. She got that was funny. All right, I want you to look in there and go, me, me, me.
Me, me, me.
Okay, one more time. Poof. Now. Very good. All right, get it real close to your face and say, Luke, I am your father. Come to the dark side.
Luke, I am your father. Come to the dark side.
Let's give her a round of applause for Darth the Big Man Vader. All right, I need all of my 3 volunteers who have their microphones on, come on up. We are gonna I know one of them is eating. Don't worry about it, come on up anyway. You see, when I started entertaining, I do full-time entertaining. I do mad science, and I have been entertaining for a very long time. But I started my entertainment career working for Walt Disney World. And that's no lie. I really did work for Walt Disney World. And I did a lot of stuff. I did voiceovers. I did a little bit of hostessing. And I did a lot of the monorail driving. I did a lot of, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the monorail. Hi there, my name is John, and I want to introduce you to, and that was what I did. Well, it's really hot in Central Florida. So one of my favorite places to go for, to keep cool was a little place, that was a boat ride, through a little town called Small World. So because I want all 3 of you to be small and experience it, I need you guys to get on your knees so you guys represent the small people of this world. The kids, the children, the wonderful young tots that make all of this possible. And I want you to hold the microphone. Dingo, I'm going to put this to you.
Okay.
And I want you all, we're going to sing what's called a refrain. You know, like it says, when somebody says God is good, all the time God is good. We're going to do the same thing, but when I sing it or say it, I want you to go, dun, 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 dun. You're going to sing, it's a small world. We're going to do it 3 times. But you're going to do it after I do it, okay?
Okay.
So let's get your voices. Let's do the me, me, me.
Me, me, me.
Everybody sing. It's a small world after all.
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 Take your hands and say, it's a small, small world.
It's a small, small world.
A round of applause. They were awesome, possum. All right. You guys can take a bow. Perfect. Now I get to do another one. very, very dangerous. Do not try this at home. We're going to put it over here. Take my little thing and put it over here. Don't have anybody getting damaged. What we're going to do is very simple. I happen to have, and I really, truly do, I have a pit bull who is 4 years old. He'll be turning 5 in October. But he is a cuddle bug. He really is. Larkin, you would probably enjoy my pit bull. He would enjoy gnawing on you. Loving on you. Excuse me about that. No, Coco is a really cool dog. He has a pet, though. His little pet happens to be an elephant. And he cuddles with it, bites it, does all that stuff. But one of the things I have to do with Coco is the same thing that Larkin does every night, or at least every other week, brush her teeth. So, I know, she probably brushes her teeth about once or twice a week, right? Hopefully more than that. But seriously, when I brush my Coco's mouth, I use a beef-flavored toothpaste. And I really do. She's looking at me like, seriously? Yes, they do have a beef-flavored toothpaste. Don't try it. It's nasty. Ask my wife. I already tried it. Doesn't work. So, but if it comes to brushing my elephant's teeth, I needed a special toothpaste. And Miss Larkin, what kind of toothpaste do you think I'm using for my elephant? Peanuts. Peanut toothpaste. No. Elephant toothpaste. Seriously, I'm going to show you guys in television land, computer world, and on your cell phones how to make elephant toothpaste. But I have to tell you this, it is not just dangerous, it is extremely dangerous. Larkin, I need you to come up here. She's looking at me like, why did you pick on me? Because you're beautiful, you're lovable, and you're not going to get anywhere near my experiment because it will burn your hands twice. The first chemical is very simple. It is the stuff you put on your boo-boos, hydrogen peroxide. It is highly burning. It is what we call a caustic solution. If this gets on your fingers, it turns your fingers white because it gives you a first-degree burn. Do you want that? No. So you're going to be very careful. All you're going to do is observe. We're going to put it inside my little container right over here. So I'm going to take my little container right here. This is what we're going to put in here. This is called a cylinder. You know why it's called a cylinder? It's cylinder. It looks like a cylinder. So, and we're going to add no more than 75 cc's. Just that little bit. Now, if you were to listen to those words, hydrogen peroxide, what do you hear at the very end of this? Oxide, oxygen. This contains, it's the similar stuff as water, but it contains 3 molecules of oxygen. And what I'm going to do is I am going to chemically tear it out of the solution. And when I do, it's going to make what's called an exothermic reaction. Do you know what that word means? It's going to hit 400 degrees, meaning it will burn. Mama's over there going, you're going to do what? It really will hit 400 degrees, and I'm not joking. This will burn your skin, and I'm not joking. So remember what I said, twice it could burn you, which is why you're over there, and this is going to get no closer than here, okay? So if you're using your toothpaste, when you brush your teeth, you make, what's that little stuff that's all over your mouth you got to spit out called? And what's mixed in with it? Looks like little pieces of air trapped inside of it. Bubbles. So we need to make some bubbles. So we need to use detergent. And yes, in your toothpaste, they use detergent. We're going to use soap. 1 squirt, please. A little bit more. Mom's over there is going, no, she's going to die. Don't worry. 1 more squirt. Perfect. Now, you did exactly what you were supposed to do. Now, very lovingly, unscrew this. Someone's drag racing down Peters Creek Parkway. Put a little drop in it, 1 drop. What color is that? It is blue. Put that inside there. Perfect, folks. We got our solution. She's looking at it like, how in the world is this going to become toothpaste? Well, I said we're going to do it chemically. This is my Erlenmeyer flask. It is meant for doing one thing. Yes, normally you could wear gloves with this, but the plastic gloves, it'll eat through it, and the leather ones, it'll eat through it also. So unfortunately, you just got to be real careful with this. So I'm going to put this right here. Now comes the danger part. Put your gloves on. Perfecto. You're going to stand right here. You are not going to get any closer. Put your goggles on so you don't blow your eyes off. Any closer than where you're at right now until after the reaction takes place. Our chemical that we add to it to rip all of that oxygen out is called potassium. This is a very dangerous chemical reaction. Do not try this at home. Oh, by the way, when I dump this in there, I am going to come right over to here because I don't want to be anywhere near this when it explodes, okay? I've had it go 12 feet in the air. This probably won't go that high, I'm hoping. You guys in television land, computer land, and on your cell phone world, are you ready? All right. 3, 2. Like the song says in Frozen, let it go, let it go. Ladies and gentlemen, the elephant toothpaste. Give her a round of applause for Miss Larkin. Larkin, you can come right over here. You can look, but do not touch. What you are witnessing is our soap, the reaction of all of that oxygen literally being ripped out of that. If you touch that, it's 400 degrees. Plus, it will burn the skin off. So you're the only one that can get this close to it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's give our Miss Larkin a super awesome possum round of applause. Take a bow. Perfecto. Need your goggles and the gloves. Perfect. All right, you can have a seat. Now we're going to do our take-home experiment. We had Sean at the beginning do his little, this is what you're going to need. I'm going to show you what you're going to need. Then I'm going to demonstrate a smaller version of it. So while you're waiting, I want you to get a few ingredients. First, I need you to get a 2-liter bottle. Or if you want, you can still use one of these little 1 pint. This either way works, doesn't matter. But I need you to do it. Do not put color in it. I put color in it because I want you guys to be able to see it. Make sure you drink all your liquid into it first because we don't want to have anything inside of it. All right, put that over here. Now, you need to have baking soda. Baking soda is white. Baking powder doesn't work. It has cornstarch in it. So you have to use baking soda. You can get it at a Dollar General, and I promise you, it'll not be selling quite as popular as the toilet paper is. So I promise you can find a bunch of this. So you got the baking soda. You happen to have your 2-liter or your 1 pint bottle. Then you need to have a baboon. Wait a second. Balloon. I'm so sorry about that. A balloon. What you're going to do is you're going to take a little funnel and you're going to take the baking soda right here. You're going to put it inside it just like this. You're going to pour it inside of it. You want to fill your balloon up. If you're using this size, you want to fill it up about 1/3 of the way, right about like this. So you have some a little smaller than a ping pong ball. Not bigger and not the same size, but just a smaller than a ping pong ball. Filled up with baking soda, all right? Then you need to have acid. And I need to borrow Dingo to hold on to this whole experiment. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys at home how to do this. You're going to take your 2-liter bottle. Hold on to this.
Hold.
You're going to put your goggles on because you're actually holding an explosive device.
Yes.
Then we're going to add our acid. Yes, this is acid. Larkin's like, dude, you're going to burn my buddy. No, this is vinegar, folks. Vinegar is an acid. You can use apple cider vinegar, but regular vinegar works just as well. If you're using a 2-liter container, you want to fill it up to just till you get these little pips filled up at the bottom. You don't need a whole lot. You just need enough to fill the pips up.
It's pink.
And it makes it pink so we can all see it. Can you guys all see it really good on film? That's what I want you guys to be able to do. This is called a volcano in a bottle. You take our baking soda, you hold on to it like this. Then you take your balloon filled up with baking soda add it to our mix. But to do it, you got to add it in a specific, special way. You take your balloon, you lock it on there. If you notice, I did not mix them together.
Okay, you didn't.
Because when we do
dump
that,
it.
don't do that. That's going to be the small one. I'm the big one. You're going to do the finale. I'm going to show you the smaller version as to what's going to happen. Take my little vinegar, just like this. Put it inside my container. Very, very simple. Take my toilet paper. Yes, Larkin, I get to play with toilet paper. She's like, dude, where did you find it? I can't find it anywhere. True? So you take a little piece of toilet paper, at least I am doing it this way. Then I'm going to take my baking soda, put it inside of my little toilet paper, just like this. The reason I'm doing this is because it's very dangerous. When we mix these together, it makes an explosion. But it makes a very small explosion. And I'm going to show you what I mean. Are we ready? Miss Larkin. 3, 2, shaky, shaky, eggs and bacon. Whoops. What happened? Didn't quite work right? Remember what I said, trial and error. Let's try that one more time by using the other one. In Mad Science, we always double up, just in case. Put this inside of here. Take my little piece of toilet paper, and we take my baking soda. And hopefully we get a good seal on this one. Wish I could make the seals work perfect, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Try it again. And 1, 2, 3. Lock it down. Shaky, shaky.
Oh, yeah.
Lift
Look
off.
at that.
Now we're going to do it the Mad Science method. Grab your balloons at home, ladies and gentlemen. Tip it upside down. And we have lift off, ladies and gentlemen. Let the balloon go. Like the song says, let it go, let it go. Ladies and gentlemen, you can do this at home. Just don't take it off and try to breathe it. It's carbon dioxide and vinegar, which smells, well, let me explain to you what it smells like.
Oh.
Rather disgusting. Ladies and gentlemen, give yourselves an awesome possum round of applause.
That's cool.
I need all my volunteers to come on up on the stage.
Come on up, guys. Come on.
Whoa.
Shouldn't drink that, huh?
That you cannot drink.
Ugh.
You guys all had yourselves some serious fun, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yes.
I'm going to allow you guys to see an experiment really close and personal. Don't worry, this probably will not hurt y'all.
I'm going to keep my
Probably.
goggles. I'm going to keep my goggles on. Y'all don't have goggles.
This, I want you to do a close-up. What we have in here, remember when we did those ethanol experiments with you two, the rocket fuel? Well, inside of here, I have been soaking my oxygen mixed up with my alcohol. When I light that, it's gonna go shoot straight up in the air and hopefully not burn my fingers off. Which is why I gotta wear my gloves. But I'm gonna let you guys, normally I would have y'all be in the first row, but you guys are gonna be safe right here. All right, we ready? Make sure lights. You guys ready?
Yeah.
On the count of 3,
Oh, my gosh.
2, and I would jump too.
I'll jump.
Oh! I felt that.
Gentlemen, let's give a round of applause. I am Dr. Johnny G-Force. I want you to give all of my volunteers a round of applause.
Whoa.
And you guys at home, all right, every one of y'all, stand up, make the letter O, and give our leaders a standing ovation. I'm Dr. G-Force of Mad Science. I hope you guys have a magical and awesome rest of the school year. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Hey, thank you, Dr. G-Force. We appreciate you coming. Kids, we appreciate you watching. I want to remind you to tune in on Sunday for preschool worship at 9 o'clock. Church at Home for the elementary kids will take place also at 9. Daniel's got middle school, Sunday school
At 9.
Zoom at 9, and then at 4 o'clock is the high school kids. And tomorrow, check out YouTube. We will be putting our next staff update. Yes, we are going to be featuring our hobbies that we are going to be doing.
I'm nervous
so-
for
We're
this
really gonna
one.
show them that?
Yes.
Yeah,
We're-
I'm nervous for this one.
We're gonna show you our new hobbies that we've picked up this week. So check it out tomorrow. We love you guys. We miss you. Bye-bye.
See ya.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.